Hola amigas, what is up? This is Tails5Raga, and where the hell are we? Where are we? Well, we're actually all the way over there, and as you can see, the Dwarven Island actually is all the way to the north there. And I actually wanted to show off something before we actually get started on the next dungeon, show off a few things that we haven't quite had access to yet. Now, one of the first things we can do is go over here to the Village of the Ancients. This is kind of a side area and stuff, and you don't necessarily need to go here, but it is pretty good to go here, stock up on items, etc. Generally it sells a lot of pretty decent items, actually. They start selling high potions at this place, so that's pretty good. High potions are actually going to come in handy, quite a bit, since they heal 500 HP. Single high potion is actually capable of completely healing any party member we have right now, which is pretty phenomenal. Alright, let's talk to this guy, and you can also buy the white magic for sight, which finally we have access to that, as well as Cura, Teleport, and Blindna. We're actually gonna get Teleport and Blindna here. We already have all three of the R-level black magic spells. So this is actually a pretty good place to go if you need to stock up or learn any kinds of magic that you may have missed otherwise. So now we have Teleport, which is actually probably going to come in handy for the next dungeon we're going into, because I have a feeling I'm going to be rage quitting a lot. And Teleport allows you to do just that. Let's actually go over here and see if there's any good armors we can get as well. Shell armor, flame mail, headband, mage robe. A headband's actually probably pretty good for Ingas, isn't it? Well, let's give you the headband. There we go, 31 defense. That this early on in the game, that's nothing to scoff at. Especially, that's like a 7-point increase in what we had previously. So that's gonna do us a lot of good. So I love this music, it's just like all, like a music box, really. Let's see if we can get the Serpent Sword, Fire Staff, Light Staff, which would be pretty nice. And nothing in terms of arrows or items, weapons we really need. I did actually off-screen buy an Ice Staff for Refia, because I have a feeling that, hey, we're going to be fighting fire enemies in the next dungeon. And let's talk to Mog, too. Come on. Nope, nothing new. Alright. One of the letters we're actually going to get sometime. I think we're actually going to get the letter before we go to the next dungeon after the next dungeon. I believe that will actually take us on a side quest, which pretty cool. Also, if we go over here, there's a Chocobo Forest. Man, look what's going on over here. A whole lot of nothing, really. If you have the item Geishel Greens, you can actually trigger something in this tree, but we don't have Geishel Greens yet, so may as well take a Chocobo along for a ride. Now, Chocobos are kind of a staple of the Final Fantasy series now, and in these early games, Chocobos were actually probably your best way of fast travel. Or at least until you have an airship. As you see, Chocobo goes at a pretty steady pace, and you can actually take an entire lap around this, floating continent we're here. Bet you guys didn't know this was a floating continent too, did you? I mean, look at all that. Look at all those clouds and shit. Oh, man. I guess doing this actually has spoiled something, but it's a 1990s game. Alright, now we're back, and I'm gonna do a quick save right here onto the alternate slot. Just to make sure. It's the only way to make sure. And now we can actually go over here to this cave north of the Dwarven Hollows. The Molten Cave. With this music, I actually really like this music. It's the music that plays anytime you enter a cave with one of the crystals in it. It's quite nice. And also enemies. That's cool. Right, here we have Krakatas. I think their attacks, put people to sleep. I also think that their names not verbs. Somebody's gonna get that reference. Oh, there he goes. Good night, Ark. See you soon. I believe actually the sleep status ailment was the reason why the ability to target teammates was put in the first place. Because you target teammates to wake them up. Okay. Sleep is a status that is brought back, or that is cured after a battle. That is good. So let's see, Antarctic Wind, that's gonna be probably pretty good for us, actually. Right. Now that we have all that, are you guys ready to see the gimmick of this area? Apparently not, because we've got a... Oh god, not one of these things. I think these things cast Fire if you're not careful. And even if you are careful, they probably will still cast Fire. They're kind of dicks like that. I mean, look at this thing. It's just like, I'm a big fucking turtle, I don't need your shit. I'll cast whatever goddamn... Oh, there he goes. No, thankfully he's a turtle, so he's too slow to actually attack twice. Actually, I think he's one of the only two Oh wow, he dropped an Antarctic Wind for us. Nice. Okay. So here's a gimmick for this cave. This lava. Now, you guys may remember from my Final Fantasy IV Let's Play, where I could use float to get over the lava floors in the Cave of Summons and stuff. Not here! Float does not exist, and not to mention, it's not a per step basis, it's a however long you're in the stuff basis. So, that's gonna suck. It's gonna suck some major stuff that really sucks. I don't know, I'm not really that good at describing things. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm just good at pressing X and commanding dudes to punch things. 6-hit combos, wow. It's nothing to scoff at, Lunith. You're doing God's work. If God's work was swinging an axe at a turtle. It could be, I don't know what it does on the weekends. Oop. Speaking of that per second basis. Alright, there we go. Got out of there, and there's another Antarctic Wind for our troubles. This place is pretty keen on their Antarctic winds, I'm gonna say that. It's almost like the boss of this area may be weak to ice. But that's a bit silly, isn't it? I mean, why would something be weak to ice in a Final Fantasy game? Especially a fire enemy. Actually, I don't know if these enemies are weak to ice. They might be. Maybe they're weak to arrow. Maybe they're weak to my voice cracks. Who can say? Alrighty then. Let's go on to the next floor. More Molten Cave shenanigans and getting stuck on rocks. You know what? I've always kind of both liked and hated lava levels and stuff. Whoop, whoa. Okay, so what we just witnessed there was, me accidentally crashing the game by pausing it again. Fun times! Final Fantasy 3. Alright, so let's keep on going. There's another treasure chest here, contains Freezing Blade. That is going to be super useful. Let's see, Freezing Blade I think can replace the Salamand Sword. Yes it can, now we're at 65. Ooh, that's pretty good stuff. So a Steam thing popped up on screen. I'm gonna... Hang on! There we go, that little cut was to signify that I had to move the game window. Because Steam. Haha! I actually don't know if that's picking up on the thing or not. I think it actually directly shows the... just the game and nothing else, but just to be on the safe side. Just to be on the safe side, I will warn you about these things. Also, look at how freaking cool the Freezing Blade looks. Oh man, that is like Master Sword levels of awesome right there. I mean, it's already probably going to be really freaking awesome because it's an ice sword. But then again, I kinda just like ice things, so... Mark's job level has increased, Revia's job level has increased, Ingus's job level has increased. Luneth needs to stop slacking on the job. Oh, jeez. We're going into a fight with low health. Yeah, who wants to live forever, am I right? Alright, so Red Marshmallow and Balloon. I believe in Final Fantasy IV, the color of one of the flan enemies kind of denotes what they're weak to. Not in this one. Found in a fire level? Well, it's weak to ice stuff. Like all fire enemies. Wow, that was a great time for a burp. Like all fire enemy badge. Oh man. Let's just smoke this guy. Smoke this guy. Roast this guy? Toast this guy? Punch him in the face? I should like the punching in the face option, that's pretty good stuff. So you guys may notice that even after— oh, everyone leveled up? That's good. That's very good, actually. So you may have noticed that even though I asked people last episode if they wanted to see Refia stay as a thief or not, she is a black mage. And the reason for that is actually with the way I am putting these videos together, I don't actually have the ability to take suggestions from the audience on class layouts, because I have to have parts recorded in advance for the nice little splash screen outro thing I do. Which, while a completely unnecessary touch and just having generic little done in paint in 5 minutes buttons would probably also be a pretty good touch as well, I figure, you know what, may as well. So unfortunately this is going to be less of a group experience and more of a personalized experience, which, I mean, I guess you guys should be used to by now, because I'm Tails Faraga. I'm a selfish jerk. Also, wow, Refia's health is now no longer the highest. She's the second highest at 347. Ooh, Refia. Luna's creeping up on ya. And he's not even that good at his job. There we go, another treasure chest here. I believe that's the last treasure chest in this dungeon, actually. What I do kind of like about the dungeons, at least early on in Final Fantasy III, is they're pretty reasonable length. I'll say that. Nothing too big, nothing too small. Nothing that a blizzard can't handle. Oh man, look at that. 550 plus damage, that is something I love seeing, and that's also not bad for damage as well. And that wasn't even a weakness. Alright, we want to be careful here. Now for the hook. Okay, everyone's pretty well healed. Legs go! Gotta go— oh, fuck. Alright, oop, gotta get out of lava. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, we're just taking a nice little bath in molten lava. For the kids. You know, lava for kids, that's a new charity. I always thought the kids were more partial to missiles, but oh well. Nope, one more lava-filled, okay, oop. It's like they're throwing in all these random encounters, just like, he's getting close to the end. Quickly, throw more enemies at him. I mean, I guess I can't really complain about it. These are pretty easy enemies, but still. What are the green manticore-looking guys called, anyway? Hang on, I'm gonna have to read their name. Myrmicolion. I refuse to believe that is a name of an actual thing. And you know, somebody's just gonna Google it and actually get some results probably, too. That's gonna be the silly part. Why do the Crocados, though, why do their attacks put party members to sleep? Is there something I'm missing here? Is there like a little bit of mythological context I'm missing? Oh, I get it. Maybe, like, you can't see it, but they're actually, in an instant, forcing your party to watch... Oh god, what's a boring movie? Shit. So Impact Claws for Sonic Knuckles right there. I don't really think I need it. At this point, I think the Knuckles are really going to be more of a liability than anything else. Like, I don't know, the fist-type weapons and stuff, oh, they're fucking fantastic when you're trying to, raise up a low-level monk or something like that. But when you've got a monk that has a pretty good job level, they're not that great. Then again, they may actually be better, because I think the damage you deal with while unarmed is always, with the exception of Black Belt, I think it's always less than the amount of damage you do armed. So... we may have to get those Impact Claws a try. But not right now, because we're standing in lava. Oh, I get it. It's like that game that the kids play and stuff. The floor is now lava. Only this time, literally. And I think we've reached a dead end here. And that's no good. That's no good at all. You know what? Ingus, let us give you the Impact Claws and the Sonic Knuckles. See what your stats are like. Yep, there's some increase going on there. Ooh, a secret passageway. But where could this secret passageway lead? I believe we will find out... right now. Oh. It leads to this room. Which has enemies. Okay, never mind. Putting on the Impact Claws actually probably a really good idea considering. Also, Arc. Oh, no. Arc. Do not die on me now. Huh. Well, I believe the next room is actually going to be the room where the boss is, so... I think I actually am going to call the episode here. So in the next episode, we're going to be finding out who the boss is, even though we kind of already know. Here's a hint. It's Gutsko. But we'll figure that out next episode, so until then, this is Tails Frog signing out. Thank you all for watching. You've earned yourself a Lunith Sassy Pose.